What is going on? Brian Carroll here. I'm going to do a little bit of a different video today, off the cuff, no notes. Just going to talk about what it's like transitioning from ending powerlifting and being a father of twin girls, working from home here in my office, my home office, then my gym being right there, probably 35 feet away from me, 40 feet away from me, and everything is right here. So a lot of people think this is like a dream come true, which it is in a lot of different ways, to be able to do what I love, work with people that I enjoy working with, having an office here at home, having the gym, a very nice home gym in a 3-car garage, all that good stuff. Super blessing, super awesome. But there's no such thing as only an upside with any situation. There's always going to be a dark side, a flip side to those good sides. So, with that said, sometimes it's very difficult. Rhea works from home. The girls are here. We don't have babysitters, so we're always watching them. We do have some help here and there from my mom and my dad and Rhea's mom and dad. We do have help, so that's a super blessing. But I'm saying day in and day out, we don't have a stay-at-home nanny or a live-in nanny or anything like that. So it can be very, very stressful and difficult at times for me because you have to switch hats. And that's another thing that's kind of difficult with my job. You know, I have a bunch of different things that I do. I might go from training a client out in the gym to daddy changing a diaper in the living room to coming here and talking with someone that has a lot of back pain. They could be in a very bad mental state and deep depression. So I have to go from focused, discussion to daddy, from being, a Gen Pop personal trainer. So all these things are good, but it can be difficult when you're trying to wear multiple hats working from home. Now, working from home can be great. So nothing for me during the pandemic changed. I've been working from home since 2014, pretty much full time. So it can get a little difficult being at home and not getting out very much. I mean, I can say pretty much for certainty sometimes, especially during 2017 and 18, I only left the house to go to the grocery store and to go to church. Sometimes I only left the house to go to church at times. Sometimes for weeks at a time, I didn't leave the house. And that's because all my work is here. Now, there's something to be said to be able to go and drive and go to the gas station, get a drink, get something to eat, and then go clock into work and come home. There's benefits to that. Sometimes I need to get the hell out of the house and go work from somewhere else remotely at times, and I do that, but I probably haven't been doing it very much since the pandemic because I just got used to staying home even more. So that's another thing that was interesting 2 years ago, that nothing really changed, but I did lose a little bit of opportunity that I would do on occasion to go out and get out of the house and work. And then add in the fact that we have 2 brand new newborn babies here in the house. It made things complicated at times for me to focus and be able to adjust and turn off dad mode and come in here and work. So another aspect of having everything here, my gym, my office, my family, all those things, is something that I never really thought about before because I trained at Adam Drigger's place for over 15 years. So for 15 years, from 2003 September to 2018 November, I would always make the ritualistic drive from my house, whether I lived 30 minutes away or 45 minutes away, or most recently, the last couple of years that Samson was here, that's only about 5 miles away, so it's a 10-minute drive at most, but I still would leave, get in the car, drive, stop off, get a drink, get something to eat, and be able to shut things off, change my hat, and then, of course, go and train. Here, it's difficult because sometimes I come out, I'm in a hurry, I'm just finishing up with a client, I'm just finishing up a call, I'm just finishing up with playing daddy or something like that. Then I go out to a gym full of people and I don't have that time to reset. And Dave Tate and I were talking about this a little bit during our podcast recently. And then he was actually talking about it with my guys that I train with when we went up there, Arnold weekend, just a couple months ago, that it's hard. Like sometimes I feel like I need to leave before I come in and train. Like I needed to go to the gas station, get a drink, come in, and then come in with everyone else and come in and start training. So I'm not saying that it's not a good thing that I have my gym here and that my work's here, but sometimes it can be very difficult having people wanting to come in your house when they're training, and all the different things that I do kind of crossing paths sometimes, and me not having my work, most importantly, separate from my home life. That is the biggest thing that is difficult. You know, sometimes they all kind of mesh together and it can get kind of messy. And it's hard for me, since my office is right here in the middle of the house, to turn off work sometimes and not check my email, not want to post a video or do different things like that. So it's actually taken a lot of discipline having a home office and having a gym here, because people think, oh, you can just go and train whenever you want. You go out there and work out. You're like, oh God, like sometimes you hate the thought of training. You know, you've been working out there all day with people. You've been talking about training all day, talking back rehab, those types of things that sometimes it kind of ruins it for you at times. Again, I'm not complaining. I'm just giving you the inside view of I have to work on changing hats at times to be focused on what I'm doing, because it can be difficult because your life just runs together as one. So to kind of recap everything, I wouldn't change anything other than working out of the house more, getting remote more, working at Starbucks and such. I would do that more, but you can't beat having a gym at your own house, not having the overhead and the liability and all that stuff that you'd have with a separate brick and mortar gym. I don't need that for what I'm trying to do. I don't do mass group training or anything like that. So it's one of those things that it's a great opportunity for me. I'm blessed to have a nice house, a big house where I can do these types of things. So again, there are some difficulties that come along with any great responsibility or great opportunity that you have, like from working from home. But again, I've had to work on honing in, changing the different phases of my life at times, sometimes in a hurry, sometimes just in an instant. But having your office and having your training facility and having your home all in one with newborn babies can be hectic. It can be rewarding because I've been able to watch them grow up over the last 2 years, and I wouldn't have it any other way. But trust me, I'm taking notes along the way. I'm making adjustments. And if you have some suggestions or adjustments for me to try out, drop them below. But once again, I'm grateful, I'm thankful, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Have a great one. Thank you so much for watching today. Please subscribe, like, and share if you enjoyed this video, and have a wonderful day.